Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa is not a financial planner. And if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. So, what are we going to cover here today? I'm gonna give you Grandpa's projected opening price for Monday. I nailed it this morning, right just about to the penny at 7 a.m. At the pre-market open. I was right on top of stuff. So, but you can trade at 7 a.m. So that worked well. Um, okay, so what are we all going to cover here? We're going to cover, we have a golden cross. We're going to talk about that a little bit and what it's still in effect, by the way. Of course, we're going to talk about the opening price. We're going to talk about PCE data a little bit that came out that was fair overall, but bullish to some degree. We're going to talk about divergence. The indexes, I'll tell you about the indexes. They closed in the red, except for the Dow, which doesn't really matter to Grandpa, was in the green. NVIDIA was also down today, but Tesla way outperformed everything. Just way outperformed the markets today. We're going to talk about the dominant trend, which is up, but I do want to talk to you about that a little bit. The upside range and the downside range. And, well, of course, Grandpa's opinion on what's to come. And I think you'll enjoy that part. Okay, so today Tesla had a high of $260.70. We had a low of $254.12 to Grandpa's dismay because I was hoping for a little more of a dip, but we didn't get it. And we closed at 260.46. Respectable 260.46, and after hours it's virtually right on 260.46. So that's where we're at there. Let's see. High to low today was a little less than Grandpa thought it would be. I thought we were going to run in the $7 to $10 high to low range today. But all we were able to muster was $6.34 from high to low. Keep in mind, yesterday's high was $261.75, $1.05 higher than it was today. But yesterday we closed in the red. Okay. Let's see, what do I got going on? PCE data came out. It was fair overall, but the inflation seems to be less of a threat, they feel now. So they think that we're going to get a 50 basis point cut more likely. And so that's probably predominantly what drove the market, other than the fact that Tesla is maintaining 0% interest on its vehicles in China, and their sales are really, really doing well over in China. So that's given Tesla a boost also. Divergence. We had higher volume on higher prices today. We sold 5 million more shares than the day before, with a total of 70 million bought and sold. So that's considered positive for the stock, not a negative. It is considered just kind of a neutral positive. The average amount of shares sold in Tesla per day is 90.5 million. So we're still running low volume in comparison to the average. And I told you that the indexes closed in the red, the NASDAQ and the S&P, but Tesla way outperformed. The dominant trend is up. And in addition to that, we're on the 4-hour chart right here, which is a strong buy signal. And so we have the daily, the weekly, the monthly, all in a buy signal, and the 4-hour. Now, what I want to talk about a little bit with this dominant trend, I'll go to the daily. If you have the daily, the weekly, and the monthly in a buy position, you have the dominant trend, and that means the trend is up. This looks just absolutely beautiful. Now, if you count these days, this was the 20th up day. 20 days this thing has had the dominant trend, and we've been in a buy signal here in the dominant trend. So in the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. Now, in the past, there is a place where we had as many as 56 days of upside before we got a reversal in this daily. I'm not saying a reversal of a bear flag like right here, okay? I'm talking about where we lost the dominant trend. So you can go my chat was disconnected. Why, I don't know. So, they're trying to reconnect it. So anyway, regardless, the dominant trend can stay in effect for 56 days. It's done it before. A lot of times it'll run 23, 24 days and reverse for a little while and then take off again or whatever. But you can run quite a while with the dominant trend up. And back here on 9/6, it reversed $24, and we did not, and we got a red candle after that even, and we did not get a sell signal. The dominant trend was still up. This is not a sell signal, and not on that indecision candle. And so it makes it a little bit more exciting. So let's see, what else do we got to cover here? Upside range. Okay, on the upside, on Monday, this is just where there's support, okay, or not support, resistance. We have resistance up at 284, 280, of course, 277, 269, 265, and 264.50. And the most likely range for Monday on the corners would probably be $250.50, $250.50 on the bottom side to $270 on the top side. The downside range, you have support at 255. Be careful about buying back at 255. I know a lot of people right now, I wish I could buy my shares back at 255. Well, when you buy them back at 255, you might wish you didn't. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. 253 and 252, there's more of a much better area to buy your shares. I believe we're going to see 253 and possibly 252 on Monday on the low end. But you got to be ready to get your shares when it gets there. So, and if you want to start buying some at 255, 254, 253, great. Just to know that you got some, because this buzz is going to run here in this next week and a half, 2 weeks. So, and then we have support at 251, 248, and 242. And I'm going to tell you, that 242, you can expect the unexpected with Tesla. And what I'm talking about is a possible range for Monday on the downside of things would be 241, 241 on the bottom. Can Tesla do that? Absolutely, Tesla can do that. And clean house on everybody, get them to give up their positions long, and a matter of fact, it's probably fairly likely. So when you buy your shares at 253 or 252 or whatever price you buy at, be prepared that you're not, save some ammunition for the unexpected. Save it, because can 241 come on Monday? Yes. Is it going to? I have no idea. I just think it's a real possibility based on what Grandpa sees. And Grandpa sees stuff. On the top side, I think 260, 250, 264.50 is probably going to top us out there on Monday. Tesla. And here's another reason why 241 is such a possibility. Tesla is extremely, extremely overbought now. We've been overbought for quite a while. And what it tells us is we're possibly going to get a correction. Is it going to be Monday? Is it going to be Tuesday? I don't know. It can run for a month in this stock overbought, but at some point it will correct, and then it'll allow it to run again decent, So, but right now we are very overbought. People watch that. The stock will correct. When? I don't know. Okay, so we had a golden cross in the 5-minute chart today. It's still in effect. It's still in effect in the 5-minute chart. And so far, it's still working. It's given us a whopping $4.90 so far. The least they usually give, if you listen to the last live stream, we talked about it as it was going up. $3 is usually the very least you get in a 5-minute golden cross, all the way up to $23.70. If this golden cross runs to the biggest that Grandpa's seen, we will be up at $277. So that's impressive. And that was Grandpa's outlook yesterday doing my calculations for the 10th of October was 277. However, I've readjusted that to between 277 and 282 is very possible by the 10th. 277 to 282, or could even be more. Okay, so the fair opening price on Monday the 30th that Grandpa's getting so good at calculating is $258.40, gapping down $2 from the closing price. $2.06 to be exact. So $258.40 is where I anticipate we're going to open on Monday morning. It could be in 7 a.m. It could be at 9:30. Who knows? But you're going to see that number on Monday. I'll guarantee you that. Well, I won't guarantee anything. In Grandpa's humble opinion, I'm pretty good at guessing figuring out the open. Put it that way. So I think we're gonna gap down a couple bucks by the open on Monday. Let's see, and then we're gonna head right on down to eventually to 253, so Grandpa can start buying shares. And Grandma. Oh, today Grandma picked up $100 with her few shares she had. So she did real good. She picked up $4 on her shares, and Grandpa, I managed to snag $208. I wasn't real happy with myself, but $208 is $208. And I averaged, what did I average? $4.17 a share overall. And Jeff, he did excellent. He snagged $400 today. So Jeff got 400. Trees in his trucker is still in that long position. He went long a couple weeks ago and is just holding them. And the last I heard, he was up 17.7, but at the price it's at now, I know he's up right around 18 or a little more currently. You know, it fluctuates back and forth pretty good for him, but he's just holding out. It'll be fun to see what he ends up selling at up at the top. Let's see. So, let's see. Yeah, Grandpa's looking to buy at 253 or less. But be careful. Tesla can make huge moves up or down, and a pullback to that 240 area would still leave the dominant trend up. That dominant trend, we can get a $24 pullback in this thing and still hold the dominant trend. And like I say, lots of people are wishing they had shares at 255 right now. And if you get them, this supercomputer knows what you want. They know you better than you know yourself. When you get your shares at 255, be ready for 240. Save some ammunition. I want my guys to do good. Don't be going all in. Save some ammunition for down below, so you get a good average, because the future's bright. But when it retraces $15 on you, you're probably going to give up your shares, and we don't want to do that. So that's Grandpa's opinion. Okay, well, I think I probably pretty much covered it. So keep in mind, this dominant trend can go for 56 days. We're 20 days into it, and for some reason my chat ain't working, and I have no idea why. And hopefully it'll work. I'm going to come back and do a short live stream Sunday afternoon. I don't know what time, even sometime Sunday afternoon between services. I'll just do a quick update in case there's anything that come up in the interim with news or what's going on with the war in Israel could affect us. So I will do an update on Sunday afternoon, and then I'll be back live on Monday morning, Lord willing, at around 9:15 a.m., leaning towards 9 a.m., and we'll do this again. So guys seem to be doing good, and we're having a lot of fun. Hey, Clutch Cargo finally got on here. Hey, Clutch. Good night, Pops. He goes, Clutch, you sweetheart. I'll tell you, I like that Clutch Cargo. He's the one that gave me the heads up on the 10th, on the Robotaxi day on the 10th. Grandpa, I was calculating, and I kept coming up with a number that we were going to hit 277. Now it's 282 by the 10th. And I'm trying to figure out what the world's going on the 10th, because I forgot all about anything to do with Robotaxi Day and all the news that's going to come out, good news coming out on the 10th. And Clutch, he reminded me of that yesterday. So, okay, well, good night there, Clutch Cargo. Are you getting some rain over there yet in Illinois? Treasonous Trucker is coming up out of Tennessee, heading north, and he was still in rain in Indiana and fairly good winds, 40, 50 mile an hour in different areas. So quite a storm. I hope they all make it through it fine. So, okay, well, we'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon. And Clutch managed to get my, I'll send him a heart. There you go, Clutch. I'm sending you hearts. Let's see, what else can I send Clutch? I got to find him some hearts. Hang on, Clutch. I wish they would get rid of all these emojis and just have hearts for Grandpa. Grandpa likes hearts. I don't like all this other stuff. I'm trying to find a heart for Clutch. Well, where are they? I'll tell you what. There they are. I'll send them a golden heart. There you go, Clutch. No rain yet, he says. Grandpa sent you a heart, you little sweetheart. Okay. Hey, wait a second. Grandpa's going to ring the bell. Me and Clutch got on the deal. There it is. Yeah, we had fun today. We had a good time today, and got the funeral tomorrow for Jim, and Grandpa's going to eat a lot of food tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you Sunday sometime. I'm taking tomorrow off.